You are in a room made of light. It feels solid. It feels warm. The walls are woven energy. They hum a single, perfect note. You have been here for 3 days, or maybe 4. Time is difficult to measure by the hum. Your captors call themselves the Concordants. They are tall beings. Their skin is smooth like polished marble. Their voices are calm and resonant. They do not have faces as you know them. Instead, a cascade of soft, internal light shifts behind a translucent membrane. Pleasure is a warm, golden glow. Inquiry is a cool, steady blue. They brought you here after your scout ship failed. It tore itself apart entering this system. You were the only survivor in the escape pod. The Concordants found you. They have been nothing but logical. They have been nothing but honest. And that is the problem. An Inquisitor stands before you. Its internal light is a patient, unwavering blue. Your ship's purpose, it states. The words are not a question. They are a demand for data. Your mission parameters, the truth is required. You know the truth. You were charting unsanctioned territory. Your vessel had weapons for defense. To them, exploration is intrusion. Defense is intent to harm. The truth will get you disassembled. The truth might start a war. You look at the being of light and logic. Its very existence is based on fact. Every interaction is an exchange of pure information. In this empire, a falsehood is not a sin. It is a logical impossibility. Like dividing by 0. You realize they cannot lie. They probably cannot even comprehend it. A strange, desperate idea forms in your mind. A weapon they have no defense against, because they do not know it exists. The Inquisitor waits. Its blue light is patient. The truth is required, it repeats. The hum of the room feels like a closing fist. Your heart hammers against your ribs. You take a breath. You prepare to break their universe. Was your vessel equipped with weaponry? The question is precise. It is final. There is no room for interpretation. Yes or no. Truth or consequence. You look at the being made of unwavering truth. You see the path forward. It is a path of shadow. You open your mouth. You speak the first lie ever uttered in this empire. No, you say. Your voice is steadier than you expected. It was an unarmed medical transport. We were carrying supplies for a colony. The effect is immediate, and it is not what you expected. The Inquisitor does not accuse you. It does not disbelieve you. It simply stops. The cool blue light within its head flickers violently. It strops between blue and a frantic, distressed violet. The being stumbles back a step. It raises a 3-fingered hand to its head, as if struck by a sudden migraine. The statement does not compute. It chitters. The calm, resonant voice is now thin and strained. The wreckage showed weapon signatures. The statement contradicts evidence. To you, this is a simple contradiction, a lie caught out. To them, it is a paradox, a tear in the fabric of reality. Evidence is truth. A statement is truth. Two truths cannot conflict. The guards at the door shift uneasily. Their own lights pulse with a confused orange. They heard you. They heard their superior's distress. They do not understand what has happened, but they know it is your fault. The very air in the room seems to crackle. You just told a story. And in a world of absolute fact, a story is a thing of terrible power. The Inquisitor collapses. Its light fades to a dull, sickly gray. The guards rush forward, their staffs of light humming with alarm. They drag their fallen commander from the room. They do not look at you. They seem afraid to. You are left alone in the humming chamber. You are a virus, and the infection has just begun. The concept spreads faster than any plague. The guards who heard you speak, they are questioned. They repeat your words. They repeat the Inquisitor's reaction. It said it was a medical ship. The statement broke the Inquisitor. The idea of a statement not aligning with reality. It is a seed planted in the fertile soil of 1 billion logical minds. Reports flood the Concordance Central Command, not of rebellion, not of violence, but of something far stranger. System analysts frozen at their consoles, logicians weeping without cause, philosophers reporting a fundamental breakdown in causality. They call it the discrepancy pathogen, a thought that destabilizes the concordance mind. Your status changes. You are no longer just a prisoner. You are a curiosity of the highest order, an anomaly that must be studied. The guards who bring your food now hesitate at the door. Their lights flicker with a new color, a murky, uncertain green, the color of doubt. They wonder which of your words are real, a question they have never had to ask before. This little trick of yours, this survival tactic, is evolving. It has become a philosophical contagion. It rewrites the operating system of an entire civilization. They are beginning to see possibilities beyond the factual. They are learning the shape of a shadow. And they are terrified of what might be lurking inside it. One day the humming wall of your cell dissolves. Standing there is not a guard. It is a trio of immense beings. They are draped in robes of woven starlight. Their internal glows are a pure, blinding white. These are not soldiers. These are priests, or governors, or both. You will come with us, the Central One commands. Its voice echoes in your bones. The Theocrat has summoned you. The Theocrat, the supreme leader of the entire concordance. The name is spoken with a reverence that borders on fear. It is the final arbiter of all truth in the Empire, and you, the source of the first lie, are being brought before it. You are escorted onto a vessel of impossible scale. It does not travel through space, it simply heads. Ovakas, and then it is elsewhere. You arrive at the throne world, a planet made entirely of crystal and light. Its cities are geometric proofs. Its skies are filled with star-born energies. It is a monument to perfect, unshakable order. You are led into a chamber so vast it seems to hold its own horizon. At its center, upon a throne of solidified geometry, sits the Theocrat. It is a being of such scale and complexity. Its light is a swirling galaxy of colors. It is the nexus of the concordance, the hub through which all absolute truths are verified. It turns its attention to you, and for the first time, you feel true, star-chilling dread. The Theocrat does not wish to punish you. It wishes to understand you. You have a power we do not. The Theocrat's voice is not a sound. It is a pressure inside your skull, a direct transmission of thought. You can shape reality with words, a statement that is untrue. Show us. You stand before the throne of logic itself. The greatest minds of the Empire are assembled. Their lights pulse in a silent chorus of anticipation. They look at you like you are a new, fundamental force of the universe, like gravity or time. You are now more than a prisoner. You are a teacher. Your subject is the art of the lie. You have to start with the basics. It is the most surreal lecture of your life. A lie is a tool, you begin. Your voice is small in the vast chamber. It is a statement made with the knowledge of its own falsehood. It is used to create a desired belief in another. The confusion is palpable. It rolls off them in waves of flickering light. a deep purple of profound cognitive dissonance. But belief must be based on evidence, one of the council members states. To believe a thing that is not true is madness. Exactly, you say. The goal is to make the false seem true, to provide false evidence. You point to the polished black floor. For example, I could tell you the floor is blue. A ripple of shock goes through the assembly. The floor is very obviously not blue. This is not a lie. This is just an error. A sign of a malfunctioning sensor, which would be you. But what if, you continue, I had previously manipulated the light filters in your eyes? What if I showed you falsified documents from the floor's architect, stating a blue color was intended? What if I created a consensus among others to agree the floor is blue? You see a flicker of understanding in some of them, a dangerous, dawning horror. You are not just teaching them to speak falsehoods. You are teaching them how to build a false world. Among the council, one being stands apart. Its light is a sharp, rigid silver. Its posture is unyielding. This is Commander Xylar, the most decorated warrior in the Concordance fleet. He steps forward. This power you offer, he says, his voice ringing with contempt. It is poison. Truth is the foundation of our strength. It is the basis of strategy, of trust, of honor. Xylar becomes your most dedicated and most resistant student. He attends every lesson you are commanded to give. He learns the theory of misdirection, the tactics of feints, the philosophy of deceit. But he resists it at every turn. He is a warrior of absolute integrity. And to him, a lie is a coward's weapon. A soldier who cannot trust the report of his comrade, it's lost, Xylar argues during one session. An empire that cannot trust the word of its leaders will crumble. He is not wrong. You know he is not wrong. You are teaching them to dismantle the very thing that holds their civilization together. You try to explain it in his terms. Imagine an enemy that always knows your plan, you say. Because you are incapable of hiding it, incapable of misleading them. How do you win? We win with superior force, Xylar counters, his silver light flaring. With superior courage, with the honor of a true strike. A battle without deception is pure. The stronger will prevail. You almost feel sorry for him. His honor is so beautiful, so perfect, and so utterly useless against the coming storm. The threat is not theoretical. It has a name. The Void Swarm. It is a relentless, hive-minded enemy. A plague of biomechanical ships that consumes entire systems. The Concordance has been fighting a losing war against them for centuries. The swarm is not clever. It is not creative. It is a battering ram of single-minded aggression. Their strength is their numbers. Their weakness is their utter lack of imagination. The swarm operates on pure, brutal logic. If their sensors detect a fleet at a specific coordinate, they attack it. They cannot conceive of a ghost signal. They cannot imagine a sensor reading could be a lie. They trust their data implicitly, because in their universe, data has always been truth. You watch the Concordance war reports. It is a slaughter. Brave, honorable commanders like Xylar lead their fleets in perfect, predictable formations. They meet the swarm head-on. They fight with incredible valor. And they die. They die in droves. Because the swarm can calculate their every move. The Concordance strategy is written in a book the enemy has already read. You see the casualty reports. You see the lost worlds. And you know your poison is the only cure. You request an audience with the High Council. With Xylar standing at your side, you stand before the theocrat again. The air is heavy with desperation. Another star system has just gone dark. The void swarm is advancing faster than ever. The council's lights are dim with fatigue and grief. This is your moment. The swarm is a predictable entity, you begin. It believes what it sees. Its greatest strength is its logic. We can use that strength against it. You lay out a plan, not of warfare, but of misdirection. You propose creating false fleets, ghost energy signatures to lure the swarm into empty space. You suggest faking distress calls to draw their forces into ambushes. The council is horrified. Their lights flare in shades of outrage and disgust. You ask us to fight with shadows, one cries. To win with dishonor. We are the Concordance. We meet our enemies with truth and strength. Commander Xylar stands silent beside you. His silver light is turmoil. He has seen the reports. He has buried too many of his own soldiers. He has seen the price of their rigid honor. He knows their way is failing. He is torn between his deepest beliefs and the cold, hard logic of survival. Extinction is the greater dishonor, you say quietly. The words hang in the vast chamber. The council has no answer. Their truth is leading them to annihilation. Your lie offers them a chance to live. The choice falls to Commander Xylar. The council is deadlocked. The theocrat remains silent, observing. Xylar is the embodiment of their warrior ideal. His voice carries the weight of their entire military. He could condemn you. He could have you silenced. He could reaffirm their path of honorable destruction. He looks at the star charts, the creeping, relentless stain of the void swarm's advance. He thinks of the ships lost at the Battle of Cygnus X1, a battle he commanded, a battle he lost because the swarm knew precisely where he would be, because his truth was a weapon used against him. He turns. He does not look at you. He looks at the theocrat. I have fought the swarm for 50 cycles, Xylar says, his voice heavy. I have fought with the truth of an open heart and a shining blade. And I have watched that truth fail. Our honor has become a cage. It is a beautiful cage, but it will be our tomb. He finally turns his gaze to you. The contempt is gone, replaced by a grim, painful acceptance. This human's poison, he says. We will drink it. Teach us. Teach us how to lie. The council erupts in protest, but the theocrat's light pulses once, a deep, resonant command for silence. The decision is made. The great corruption has begun. You are moved from the throne world to a hidden military outpost, a moon shrouded in cloaking technology. Here, with Commander Xylar and his most trusted officers, you forge the grand deception. You are no longer a philosopher. You are a weapons designer, and the weapon is falsehood. The plan is audacious. It is terrifying. You will fake the complete destruction of the Third Concordance Fleet, Xylar's own command. You will make the swarm believe one of their primary obstacles has been annihilated. This will draw their main armada into a trap of unprecedented scale. It is a lie so large it will reshape the war. The details are staggering. You work with their engineers to create decoy drones that can replicate the energy signature of a capital ship's exploding core. You script hours of fake communications, distress calls from dying ships, coded messages of retreat and failure. You even design physical debris fields, hulls of decommissioned ships painted with the Third Fleet's insignia, ready to be scattered at the right moment. Xylar's officers are brilliant students. Their logical minds are perfect for this. They grasp the mechanics of the lie with incredible speed, but they struggle with the intent. So I transmit a report that my shields are at 5%? One asks. Even though they are at 100%? Yes, you confirm for the 10th time. The lie must be believable. It feels wrong, the officer murmurs. Its light a troubled green. It feels like a malfunction. Xylar watches it all. He learns it all. His silver light remains a steady, unreadable storm. He has made his choice. Now he has to live with it. The plan moves into its first phase. You begin sowing the seeds of doubt. Small lies, fed to the swarm's long-range scouts. You cannot simply announce a fleet's destruction. You must build the narrative. Make the enemy believe they discovered it themselves. A concordance patrol is accidentally diverted from its route. It leaves a sector of space unmonitored for a short time. A swarm scout slips in. It detects a massive energy buildup, the kind consistent with a large fleet preparing for battle. The energy signature is, of course, a fake. A projection from a handful of your new decoy drones. The scout reports back. The first seed is planted. A week later, you leak a fragment of a concordance diplomatic message. The message speaks of a bold new strategy to be deployed by the Third Fleet. A high-risk, high-reward maneuver. The swarm intercepts it. Their logical minds add this data point. A high-risk maneuver could easily lead to disaster. Then comes the sighting. A deep space observatory, manned by a single concordance observer, reports seeing a massive battle. Flashes of light, explosions. The observer's report is filled with panic before it cuts out. The observer is one of Xylar's most trusted officers. He delivers a performance worthy of an award. The swarm now has eyewitness testimony. Your web of lies is tightening. Each untruth builds upon the last, creating a false reality for the enemy. The day of the battle arrives. The battle of broken truths, you call it. The main swarm armada, numbering over 10,000 vessels, arrives at the designated coordinates. They expect to find the smoldering ruins of the Third Fleet, a field of wreckage to be picked over. Instead, they find nothing, just empty space. The swarm fleet hesitates. Their logic demands evidence. The absence of debris is a conflict in their data. They slow their advance. They send out more scouts. This is the critical moment. The moment the trap must be sprung. Commander Xylar sits on the bridge of his flagship. His true fleet, the entire Concordance Navy, waits in the shadow of a nearby gas giant. Hidden, silent. Every ship, every soldier, is waiting for his command. He must now deliver the final, masterful lie, Meest. The one that will seal the swarm's fate. He must make them believe he is dying. He opens a channel he knows the swarm is monitoring. This is Commander Xylar of the flagship Integrity, he begins. His voice is strained, full of static you personally designed. The maneuver failed. We are lost. His silver light flickers. For a moment you think he cannot do it. The lie is too great. The dishonor too profound. Then he looks at his tactical display. He sees an image of his waiting fleet. He sees a path to survival. My ship is gone, he broadcasts, his voice breaking with false anguish. The core is critical. Avenge us. Avenge the Third Fleet. It is a masterpiece. The performance of a lifetime. A perfect lie delivered by the most honest man you have ever known. The swarm falls for it completely. The distress call from the famous Commander Xylar is the final piece of evidence they need. Their logic is satisfied. They surge forward, plunging deep into the kill zone. They are hunting the ghost of a single, dying ship, believing the rest of the Concordance Navy is light years away. Now, Xylar says, his voice quiet and cold. His light is no longer a troubled storm. It is a blade of pure, hard silver. The Concordance fleet emerges from the shadow of the gas giant. They appear on all sides of the swarm, an impossible, perfect ambush. The battle is not a battle, it is an execution. The swarm is thrown into chaos. Their predictable formations shatter. They are surrounded and outmaneuvered. The concordance, fighting with the new, unpredictable tactics of deceit, cuts through them. Weapons fire is precise. The victory is absolute. You watch from Xylar's bridge as the last swarm ship is disabled. The war that has raged for centuries is over. Won in a single afternoon. Won not with bombs, but with a well-told story. A cheer erupts through the fleet. A wave of triumphant golden light. But on the bridge, the celebration is muted. Xylar looks out at the stars, at the victory he secured. He looks like a man who has just sold his own soul to save his family. He won. The Empire is safe, and everything is ruined. The victory born of shadow changes everything. The Concordance celebrates. Xylar is hailed as their greatest hero. You are given a title of honor, the Mind of Victory. But a quiet rot begins to set in. The weapon of the lie, once deployed, cannot be put back in the box. The soldiers who participated in the grand deception know how it works. They have practiced it. They have seen its power, and they start to use it. A pilot fakes a minor engine malfunction to get out of a long patrol. A quartermaster alters inventory logs to cover for a mistake. Small things. Harmless, you tell yourself. But it spreads. Trust was the bedrock of their society. It was absolute. A concordant citizen's word was as good as physical evidence. Now, a seed of doubt exists. When a politician makes a promise, some now wonder, is this a statement of fact, or a tool to create a desired belief? The murky green light of uncertainty, once a rarity, is now seen in city squares, in marketplaces, in homes. You see it in Commander Xylar. He is now the supreme commander of the fleets. He is more respected than ever. But his silver light is different. It is harder, more guarded. He has to verify reports now. He has to consider the possibility that his own officers might be misleading him. For the good of the service, of course. For efficiency. For 1,000 little reasons. The very reasons you taught him. Your life is one of strange luxury and deep isolation. You are a hero, a savior. But you are also a source of corruption, a ghost at the feast. You walk through the perfect, logical cities of the throne world. And you see new things. You see guards standing watch over public records. You see merchants demanding contracts for simple trades. You see doors with locks on them. These things never existed before. There was no need. You saved their civilization from extinction. Of that, there is no doubt. The Void Swarm is a memory. The Concordance is stronger and safer than ever before. But they are not the same. They are more like you now. They are more human. They have learned to navigate the world with shadows in their minds. You often meet with Xylar. You sit in silence, watching the starborn traffic from his high office. You are the only two who truly understand the price that was paid. He is the leader of a new, more complex empire. An empire that can defend itself. An empire that can now dream and scheme and doubt. Was it worth it? He asks you one day. His silver light is soft, almost melancholic. You look out at the thriving, fractured world you have created. You see a child telling his mother he did not eat the sweet cake, a confident lie to avoid a minor scolding. You see a diplomat smiling at an rival, a smile that does not reach the calculations in his mind. You see a people who have learned to hide parts of themselves from each other. They survived. But their perfect, beautiful truth is gone forever. I don't know, you answer. And for the first time in a long time, You're telling the absolute truth. You are the human who taught an empire to lie. Your legacy is their survival. Your legacy is their fall.